recorded. I just wanted to show you another video here from someone who actually really gets it.
Take the compromise or self-improvement relationships require. A quarter of men believe said they believe no one would fall in love with them. 2/3 of men believe no one cares if men are okay. Nearly half of men are considering giving up on love entirely, with 44% saying they were unwilling to undertake the compromise or self-improvement relationships require. A quarter of men bleakly said they believe no one would fall in love with them. 2/3 of men believe no one cares if men are okay these days. No surprise that 15% of young men have interacted with an AI girlfriend. Men spent more time online than women and found it more satisfying. Meanwhile, almost a quarter of young men said they actively sought out violent pornography showing strangulation or similar. The question is,
It's a lie. It's not nearly a quarter of them. Okay, it's not nearly a quarter of them. I don't know how they are running these data, but this is not correct. This is not correct. There's an undercount going on here.
why?
And they're surprised nobody wants to share that sad, pathetic, awful existence with them. That's amazing. But I'm just glad that the two things are clicking for them and like connecting, because really this is exactly what it comes down to. They actually did not need us to tell them this whole time that their problem was that they're unwilling to compromise, to change, to be a better person. They actually know this. They're actually very well aware that that's something that they're unwilling to do. Why does this woman seem so surprised and concerned? Like, they just told you they know what the problem is, and they just told you that they know what the consequences of the problem are. They also just told you that they're not willing to be solution oriented. They're actually just like rolling over and taking it. That's why they're not fit to be the leaders of society. Like I always say this is, they always tell on themselves. They're telling us right now that they're actually not even fit for like basic evolution. They're like, no, we see the skills required today to survive and we don't have those skills and we're not willing to learn them. Like they're actually like very actively just kind of taking themselves out of the running. They're telling you they know the deal and they'll take the consequences. Not only that, but
so she basically, I've already seen this video, and she basically got it right, except for that one thing about the natural selection, about taking themselves out of the running. Okay, she gets it, but she's not really for this very video. She's not connecting what the males are doing to natural selection. Okay, they are not taking themselves out of the running. Okay, what they're doing is they're hoping that patriarchy would kick in and force women to be with them. I need you to understand this. Okay, this is why I said before in a previous video, right, that this is not natural selection. When your predator is in your species presenting as you, it is not natural selection, it is parasitism. Okay, natural selection would be your biology dealing with the actual nature, not somebody forcing themselves on you, not someone forcing you to do things, right? That is not natural selection. They are hoping patriarchy would force women to be with them by taking away education, taking away your ability to bank, taking away your ability to have, real estate, taking away this, taking away that, making sure that you're not able to get rid of your pregnancy. That is what they are doing. That is what they're hoping for. This is why they elected Donald Trump. I'm telling you, these males, they are not doing anything. They are banking on having to force women because that was always their shtick. That was always their biology. That was always the entire dynamic of the two sexes. The women who think, oh no, I'm with my husband because I chose him. No, sweetie, you were brainwashed to choose him. If you were in your right mind, you would not in a lifetime, in a million lifetimes, choose him. If you were in your right mind, you would not choose your husband. You would not choose to have a son. You would have a son and it would disgust you if you were in your right mind. You did not choose this willingly. That is what the males are banking on. And they're going to call that natural selection because, well, they are stronger than us, so survival of the fittest. That is not natural selection. That is not natural selection. They are banking on being able to force us to be with them. Because they are not human. We are asking them, the things that we are requesting of them is to be human. And they are not. They are not. So they are banking on their own biology to get them through it. And there is no option, is no scenario in which that is not going to happen. There is no scenario in which patriarchy is not going to activate and re-enslave women. That simply does not exist. There is no scenario in which that's not going to happen. This is why we need to do what we need to do to actually get ourselves out of this. And it is not going to be separatism. It is not going to be, talking about it. It's going to actually doing things to protect ourselves, to be permanently rid of them. We are going to actually have to get into the game and permanently rid ourselves of them. However that is going to play out. That's what we will have to do. And if and when they get a hold of us, we are not going to get the pre-pandemic levels, the pre-version of them, from which they are slowly getting worse. We're going to get Afghanistan level because these males are so hateful. They are so hateful. People think that it's going to be what's the name of that show? The Handmaid's Tale. No, it's going to be worse than that. In the Handmaid's Tale, you get to walk around like a woman, right? You get to walk around. You get to walk around. You get to be seen as a woman. No, you are going to be behind coverings. It's going to be like Afghanistan. That's what they're going to do because they are hateful. I just wanted to jump in here and really say that. We are going to have to get in the game and save ourselves from them. Period, point blank. That's the only way we're going to survive this. That's the only way we have a chance of surviving this.